Next, we'll look at a word problem in which we're trying to maximize a product. We have, among all pairs of numbers whose sum is 14, we want to find a pair whose product is as large as possible. And what is the maximum product? So in step 1, we want to decide what needs to be maximized. And in this case, we want to maximize the product. In step 2, we want to express the product as a function of just one variable. So let's use our information to do that. We're looking for a pair of numbers whose sum is 14. So we could say that x is the first number plus y is the second number, that's the sum. We want that sum to be 14. But we also want, remember, the product to be maximized. So if x plus y is equal to 14, then we could say that y is equal to 14 minus x if we solve this equation for y. So therefore, we could say that our product, we'll use p for that, is going to be x times y. But in terms of x, our product, if we write it just as a function of x, is going to be x times y, which we already know is 14 minus x. So in step 2, we've written the product as a function of x. Now we're ready to go on to step 3. We want to write this quadratic function in this form. F of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So in this case, our function is actually p of x, and that's equal to, let's distribute the x through, and we'll have 14x minus x squared. And in order to write it in standard form, we'll write it in descending order. So it's negative x squared plus 14x. Now we're ready to finally, in step 4, answer the question. Because our function is really a quadratic function, and since our leading coefficient a is less than 0, that means it's a quadratic function or a parabola that opens down, and it does have a maximum value. The maximum value occurs at the x value of the vertex. X is equal to negative b, in this case is 14, over 2 times a, which is negative 1. So in this case, x is equal to positive 7. So what is the maximum product? Well, if x is equal to 7, then y has to equal 14 minus 7, or y is also 7. So our maximum product is equal to 7 times 7, or 49.